YouTube are finally here. 1 week to go.
What I see, I make my own. I'm gonna tell you that I'm bad to the bone. I'm bad to the bone. I'm bad to the bone. I make a rich man beg. I'll make a good man steal.
Jon Jones versus Ciryl Gane. It's about to happen, and it's about to happen very soon. Both men are 6'4". Jon Jones has an 84-inch reach. Ciryl Gane has an 80-inch reach. Ciryl Gane probably in the past walks out. He's just a heavier guy, he's stockier. Jon Jones probably walks around now about 260. He's probably going to be about 245, 250 for the fight, is what I would imagine. So Ciryl Gane may be the bigger man in terms of weight. He's definitely the bigger man in terms of physique. He's stockier, he's got more muscle. So let's get into it. There's a lot of intangibles, there's a lot of things that are hard to predict about this fight. A lot of unknowns. So one of the unknowns is, how does Jon Jones cope with being 3 years older? Never mind 3 years off, because we already know, we've already seen that. Not 3 years, but he had a big layoff when he fought Ovince St. Preux. And guess what? It was one of his worst performances of his career. He looked very rusty. He looked stiff. He wasn't quite the same. And that was after a big layoff. And this time, he's gained loads of muscle and he's got 3 years older. So that's, for me, if you look at the evidence, it might not be the best thing for Jon Jones to have this 3 years off. Gaining the weight might actually benefit him, we don't know. But having the 3 years off, for me, puts a big spanner in the works for this fight. And maybe sways me one way. You've also got to look at the other things. Jon Jones has dominated at light heavyweight, but he's never really dominated people other than Gustafsson 2 that are the same size. Like Dominic Reyes, 6'4", Gustafsson 6'5". He struggled. He struggled against them guys, especially the first fight with Gustafsson. And Dominic Reyes, let's be honest, Mayer won really. It was a very, very, very close fight. And the telling thing for me about it is, ever since the Gustafsson 2 fight, Jon Jones' wrestling, it just went off a cliff. Gone. It went terrible. He couldn't take Dominic Reyes down for the first 3 rounds when they were dry. And any time he did get Dominic Reyes down for any period of time, he couldn't hold him there. Dominic Reyes has stood back up with no problems. Ciryl Gane is the same height as Dominic Reyes. He's much bigger. He's much stronger than Dominic Reyes. And guess what? I would say for the last good period of time before this fight, he will have been solely, really, working on his wrestling. Not offensive, just takedown defense. That's what he would have been working on. How to get up against the cage, how to stop the double leg, how to use, foot trips, things like that. How to use a whizzer. He would have been literally going over that every day in the gym. So he's going to be totally prepared for Jon Jones' takedowns. So for me, that's scary. That's not good. That's a worrying sign for me that he couldn't take Dominic Reyes down. And on the feet, Dominic Reyes lit him up. Don't get me wrong, they both hit each other. Like, it was a very even fight. But Dominic Reyes landed, and he landed clean with his left hand quite a lot. Ciryl Gane is the most technically efficient heavyweight we've maybe ever seen. Not just now, maybe ever. He's the most sophisticated, complex, complete striker we've seen in heavyweight. He's in and out. He's fast. He's in and out. He's sharp. He's got good counters. He's got a good jab. He's very good at circling out of danger. He's very good with his back against. Excuse me. He's very good with his back against the cage. I mean, look at the fight against Francis Ngannou. He didn't really get hit, did he? I mean, he might have caught a few shots here and there, body shots when they were in the clinch. But overall, he never really got tagged. He lost that fight because Francis wrestled because he realised he was losing quite clearly on the feet and decided to wrestle, which Ciryl Gane wasn't prepared for. And another narrative I've seen is, well, if Francis Ngannou can take Ciryl Gane down, what's Jon Jones going to do to him? Another problem with that is, Francis Ngannou is probably the strongest motherfucker to ever fight a heavyweight. That guy is built like a fucking Terminator. Like, if you're going to create a Terminator in a lab to just go and wipe out other humans, that's what you would create. You equate Francis Ngannou. He's fucking built like a Greek god. And that man is strong as fuck. Have you seen the size of his legs? And another argument is Stipe a good wrestler? Yes, apparently, well, not apparently, he is one of the most decorated wrestlers in the heavyweight division. And in the second fight, Francis Ngannou ragdolled Stipe. So is Stipe a bad wrestler now all of a sudden? Or is everyone just forgetting that? I'm not saying Francis Ngannou is a better wrestler than Stipe, but I'm saying Francis Ngannou is so strong that it almost negates any technical technical deficiencies he has in the wrestling, which is so fucking strong. He ragdolled Stipe, and Stipe could not do nothing. And Stipe is a world-class wrestler with extremely good academics in that field. So, the point I'm making is Jon Jones really going to be able to take Ciryl Gane down and hold him down? Because that's the way Jon Jones wins this fight. Let's be honest. He struggled against anyone that he can't impose his stature on. He can't, poke in the eye, can't keep him at range. He struggled against anyone like that, really. Gustafsson and Reyes, they're the two people that have matched his stature or been taller, and he struggled massively there too. The first Gustafsson fight and the Reyes fight are two fights that you could argue that he might have lost. And Ciryl Gane is the same height as Jon Jones. Fair enough, his reach isn't the same, but it's not far off. And he is the best striker in the heavyweight division, and he's faster than Jon Jones and probably more powerful. So Jon Jones' route to victory here is to take him down. And I'm telling you now, if he can't take Ciryl Gane down after a few rounds, just the first few rounds are always figuring each other out. The better striker might not take over straight away because nerves, etc. But the more the fight goes on the feet, the more Ciryl Gane will take over. So it's down to whether Jon Jones has been vehemently working on his wrestling again, which it used to be good, working on his wrestling again, and can he hold a big man like Ciryl Gane down when he struggled with Dominic Reyes? I'm not so sure. So my prediction for this fight is Ciryl Gane is going to win. I can't believe I'm saying this. He's going to win in the third or fourth round, and he's going to win via TKO. That's what I honestly think. I think Jon Jones might take him down for maybe half a round or something, but I think every round starts on the feet, and I feel like Ciryl Gane is very tricky to get close to even take down, and I feel like Jon's going to struggle with that range, because any time he's going to come into range, he's just going to keep kicked to the body, or he's just going to get jabbed, or he's going to get countered, or he's going to be punished for lunging in, and I think he's just going to not be able to take him down much, and I think the more it goes on the feet, the more Jon loses, and that's what I think is going to happen. And I can't believe I'm saying that because I'm a Jon Jones fan. I want to see greatness. The man is the greatest light heavyweight of all time. And I want to see him be great. Even though he's a piss poor human being, I want to see that man do great. I want to see great things. For me, he's the GOAT. But I can't lie. If I look at the fight objectively in the evidence, Jon Jones is being on a bit of a decline. He's still been better than everyone else in that division. But he's been on a bit of a steady decline since he came back and beat Daniel Cormier the second time. Since then, he's got a bit slower, he's got a bit more methodical, he's been easier to hit, easier to stuff takedowns, and I'm worried about it, to be honest. I think he's going to lose. So third or fourth round TKO, Ciryl Gane. To add to that, if Jon Jones wins, for me, he's the undisputed GOAT. Undisputed. And I'll hold my hands up and say I was wrong. How I'm leaning in this fight is Ciryl Gane, 55%. Out of 10 fights, Ciryl Gane wins 6, Jon Jones wins 4. Ciryl Gane's going to win. He's going to be the new heavyweight champion. If you like this video, please subscribe and drop me a like. It means the world to me and it'll help my channel grow. And on top of that, if I know you guys like the content, it inspires me, motivates me to make more content for you guys. Thank you for any engagement you give me. See you in the next one.